Alright, I'm back. Let's head into the last battlefield we're going to do for today. And I believe this is also the last map of Chapter 2, so...
Amid the chaos at Felinus Lakeside, apart from the Undines' spite towards the royal army and the bandits taking advantage of the confusion, an Imperial army presence could be seen as well. Would Embellia be an enemy or an ally? To ascertain Queen Emelone's true intentions, the royal army headed to the Aqua Palace to seek an audience. However, Ishine's unit was blocking the only bridge to Florand Island, the location of the Aqua Palace, located in the Water Capital of Elise. As Ishine and her Undine forces drew their weapons, the royal army realized they had no choice but to fight.
Damn it! Here I thought we were gonna make nice. Oh well. If blood has to be spilled... Battlefield 7, Elise, the Water Capital.
So, that's Queen Emelone's Aqua Palace.
Yup.
How are we getting there? It's not like we can just swim.
Well, Nietzsche can, but she's not strong enough to carry all of you guys around, so that's a problem.
Can we secure the bridge?
Looks like we'll have to.
Problem. We're gonna have a fight for
General
it.
Ishine! It's those humans again!
Fie on them! Do they intend to pass through here? Under no circumstances will we let them through. Queen Emelone is our last hope. We shall protect her with our lives!
Yes, ma'am!
Oh boy. Secure the bridge to Florand! Okay, there's still Corset and Silver Moon will last for this last map. And this map is actually very damn important because we get to finally use skills in this map! Yay! I'll raise Trans morale. Effort code's gonna be put to use for one more map. And so will Nietzsche's Coral Spear. And I'm pretty sure she doesn't come with the Coral Spear if you didn't get her early on. You can get her earlier, so there's a benefit. We can use both of them, so let's use both of them.
We have to beat the enemies guarding the bridge. Let's go!
Alright, in time for the section we've all been waiting for. Up ahead is Florand, where Queen Emelone resides. Princess, are you not tired from the constant fighting?
No, I'm fine. It's regrettable, but I've become used to it.
Yeah, she's starting to look like a pro. I think she's ready for special moves. Then I will instruct you on using skills. First, the necessary conditions. The ace type of the card picked at the turn start, and the Union leader's weapon type must be identical. If that condition is not met, you cannot use the skill.
I carry the Holy Sword, so if I pick a card with a sword icon on it... Ah! Banish shall suffice. Then on that turn, if I become the Union leader, everyone can use the skill?
Exactly. For future reference, units have become the ace below, so there need to be any doubt as to the candidates, which is very helpful.
I understand. Thank you.
Now I'll tell you how to use these skills you set up. Skills are used in battle, but you can only use skills when the gauge is full. You can either wait for it to fill up or use passive mode. When it fills up, take a good look at the gauge. You should see either an X or a circle button icon. That tells you which control type the skill is.
There's a difference between controlling X and circle types?
You got it. First, I'll explain the circle type. For the circle type, just press the circle button to initiate it. The skill will last as long as you hold down the circle button. This is the same for the B button in the GBA version. While you do so, of course, their skill gauge will go down. So if you want to end it early, just let go of the circle button.
Hold the circle button to use, let go to stop. I understand.
Simple, right? Alright, now on to the X-type skills. When you press the X button, the charge gauge appears. As you hold the X button down, the gauge will fill up. When it's full, let go to use the skill. Once you use it though, the gauge will reset.
Hold the X button to charge and let go when full, right?
Now you're getting it.
I should be able to handle it, I feel.
Princess, some skills have specific conditions. No one but me can use steel, for example. That's actually very true. You can see the details of the card's status screen. It may be prudent to check them when you have the time.
I understand. I'll take it one step at a time.
Now we get to the real fun of the game, using these cards to actually do some great to our advantage. Oh boy, guys, you're gonna love this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Alright. We're fighting Ishine again. If you snagged her ice shell in the last map, she'll now have a Brave Ring. The Brave Ring raises your morale by 15%. Raises your morale by 50% when your morale is below 50%. And it will keep doing it until it's above 50%. Hence the scale morale up when low. Making it a very handy item to use in a pinch. I've heard of the fact that the Brave Ring was kind of bugged in the GBA version, but I'm pretty sure they fixed it in this one. Now we don't have to worry about enemies dropping shit anymore, so now we can now that Emelone can steal it. I won't let you pass! Out of the way! I guess it would be wise to show you how the skill works. How skills work now.
Alright, here we go!
Know your place!
They would stop being Baldrin. The gauge does not fill up in their own, so you're gonna have to use the passives. So you're gonna have to use passive mode to fill it up yourself. See that fierce attack? That is a fierce attack. That when your character glows like that.
Come play to me now!
The shadow of the wind. Snatch us all. Even the treasure of the gods.
Got it!
This is mine now. You'll successfully steal an item if Emelone's tech is equal to or greater than the target's gen stat. Anyway, those flashing attacks happen based on your luck stat, and if you're hit by one, if you're charging up an X-type skill, bam, or a B-type skill, bam, you're gonna have to start over.
I challenge you, country. Don't underestimate Undines.
Uphold the ancient pact! Seal my enemy's fate with ice!
Here's Diamond Dust. This is a nice elemental attack. Nice attacks are useless. Diamond Dust deals ice damage equal to 1, plus the difference between your tech over the enemy's gen. If their gen is higher, then the damage is completely negated. Damage is also negated if they have white ice. There's also a funny thing to know. There's also a funny thing to know about elemental type attacks when you use them during card skills. We'll go over that like in the next fight or something.
Let's finish me, country.
I'm sure you've noticed this by now, but when
Don't underestimate
when the enemy reaches their max level, they'll use their skill if they have one.
Get lost!
So as for elemental attacks, you'll deal a set amount of damage depending on your tech stat over the opposed gen stat. If, however, one of these two requirements are met, you have an elemental attack raising item or skill equipped, or the foe is weak to that particular element, you will inflict fatal damage. Fatal damage is the status in which you will take out everybody except for the leader of the clash, instantly. Diamond Dust also has a particular effect. It freezes the water. Hey, the water froze! Such is the effect of the Undines' Diamond Dust. That skill changes standing water into ice.
My goodness.
I suppose you've never seen an entire lake freeze over. This will affect our strategy, so I should explain somewhat. Ice is a temporary geographic feature when water freezes. When this happens, we can move on formerly impassable land.
Oh, how useful.
However, by noon the next day, the ice will melt and revert to water. Wait 1 minute! What happens to us if we're standing on it at the time? Unfortunately, we wouldn't sink it to the bottom. Ugh!
Really?
Quite so. Please be careful when moving about on the ice. Yeah, he's not kidding! Ice also gives a negative geo bonus, so it's wise not to fight on it when there's ice present. If you're still standing on an ice when it thaws, the units will sink, unless it's an Undine. When a unit sinks, they're counted as their morale hitting 0, and they're ejected and they leave the battlefield. Although I don't think they suffer 0 reset. And of course, if any of the main characters drown, it's game over. No need to steal anything else. If they have medallions, they'll force drop them.
Get lost!
So what was I talking about again? Oh right, fatal damage with elemental attacks. So yeah, if you fill any one of those two requirements, having elemental raising attack item or the enemy's weak to that particular element, they'll inflict fatal damage, which will take out the entire party, but leave the head alive. So they'll be down to 1 member. If both parts are true, they're weak to it, and you have the elemental raising item, and they don't null the element, they'll take overkill damage, which will kill them, period. Granting you an instant win. Ah, fuck you. I wanted that medallion. These guys aren't kidding around.
Those proud warriors of water will not let us pass easily.
These foes share one of our strong points. Like us, they can use skill when their rage rate is at max.
We should be aware of what card the enemy is using as well.
Also, the enemy has no ace type. That means, as long as the card conditions are fulfilled, they can use the skill no matter who the union leader is. Which sucks! That's a pain. We better stay focused. Know thine enemy. Understanding his abilities is the first step toward victory. What a pain. Well, it's better than getting trounced, I guess. Indeed. Alright, Bloody Claw is a damn good card, although its effects will not become apparent to you for you to use until much later. What Bloody Claw does is that when it activates, it takes out the head instantly. The opposing head and knocks him out. Doing so will...
Alright, here we go!
Doing so will make sure that they don't use skills and their rage rate doesn't fill anymore, which is very handy. If it's used on you, you lose. If it's used on you, you lose the head alive morale up bonus. They will too if they still manage to win. And you won't be able to use skills. It's the same effect as having undergoing a critical hit. That's basically what Bloody Claw is. It's basically a critical hit, in essence. It only works if their tech, if the user's tech is equal to or less than the opponent's gen. Why'd you betray us? Lulz, and naturally Void Ice. And Turret levels up. Oh, don't worry about you, Emelone. We'll get to you eventually. And yeah, Emelone is tougher than Ishine by quite a bit. Although not that much tougher. The three we have here can easily take her.
Get lost.
Eesh. Promise.
Queen Emelone, please forgive my weakness. You, for the sake of the Undines, I wish you luck.
Oops. Guys, I think we did something bad.